Hi, how are you doing today, tonight, whenever you are watching or listening in? Thank you for joining the KB Michelle Green Network. Thank you for joining us, no matter where you are joining us from. We are so pleased that you are with us. Listen, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, if you are watching us from any social media platform, definitely go ahead and set your notifications after you have followed us as a friend or either, connected with us as a friend. We want to connect with you. We are super excited that you are here. So in this week's message, I would like to talk about just the idea of us misunderstanding people. When we are in relationships with individuals, sometimes we have these relationships where it just feels very tense. It's hard. It's like we have our viewpoint, our perspective of things that we know that we mean to say or that we mean for people to understand. But in the long run, it does not always turn out to where the other person understands what we are communicating. And I just want to come on here and just give you a little bit of encouragement. Earlier today, I was in a conversation, and initially I felt that I heard the other person sense that there was something that they needed to be anxious about. I sensed that they were coming to me in a question form with the perspective of fear. I sensed that they were feeling like things were just not really able to take my word for face value. I think that it was so much of a mindset that was just totally unsteady. Like it was just totally where the person felt like that they needed additional assurance. So what I want to say is that when we are in relationships and we're communicating with individuals, especially in those conversations with individuals who we already know that the conversation is going to be a little challenging, right? We want to take the time to just breathe instead of us getting ourselves out of a calm, peaceful state of mind. What we want to do is we want to actually just stay at peace. We want to stay in a state of peace of mind, of calm, of gentleness and kindness. We want to especially stay in a state of love. We want to remember that sometimes people that we are talking to may not know how to express how they feel. So in doing so, sometimes when we jump back at them or we clap back or we get back or we decide that we're going to say something that we know is offensive and we try to put a wall up and we decide that we're going to, have our defense mechanisms kick in, we should just stop for a moment and think about what is it that we really hear from this other person. Is this person trying to communicate that they are afraid? Are they trying to communicate that they fear something about our relationship? Are they trying to say that, they're not as secure as they need to be in that moment? And if that's the case, then we need to stop and be able to have a mind of discernment to realize that not every conversation, even if it sounds bad, even if you already know that this person may have asked these questions a million times to you, it still does not warrant that you have to respond the same way that they do. You don't have to respond the way that they came at you. You don't have to communicate improperly. You don't have to clap back. You don't have to get back. You don't have to snap back. You don't have to do anything but just sit there in a peaceful state of mind. listen to what it is that they are saying and actually respond accordingly. Once you decide that you are going to respond in love, because now you can see what it is that the person is actually trying to say, then you can respond in a whole different way and not destroy the relationship that you have. So I'm saying this because, of course, I messed that up today. Just being completely real, I messed it up all the way today. And so in understanding, my errors of my ways, because I'm definitely not perfect, I realized that, here we are, this is an area that we as people, all of us, need to learn how to just take a moment and pause. We need to just take a moment, stop, settle down, just sit down sometimes and just really think about, why is this always the question? Why is this always their response to me? Why is it that they feel that they have to maybe, present themselves in that way to us? What is it that we are giving off that is not really allowing the other person to feel or be secure? And what is it that we can do to change so that we don't fall into the same mindset as that person? After I left the scene with the person, I went and prayed about it. And, God revealed to me it wasn't just the other person, it was also me. And trying to protect myself by putting up the defense mechanism by communicating poorly with them about what I wanted to say and how I actually did respond. I responded in a way that was negative. I responded in a way that was immediately allowing me to put up my defense mechanisms. I responded in a way in which it wasn't necessary for me to respond. If I had only just taken a moment to breathe, to settle down and realize, like, this person really didn't mean any harm, even though they improperly communicated what they were asking me. And even though you could hear the anger or the hurt or the pain in their voice when they said it, it does not mean that I had to respond that way. So I had to ask for forgiveness. I had to repent. I had to decide, how can I make things better for my life? Because again, there is life and death in the tongue, like we talked about last week. And with life and death in the tongue, I want a life that is abundantly filled with joy, love, peace, happiness, kindness, gentleness. I want to be able to have self-control. I don't want to be a kind of person that allows my life and my mouth to always be out of control just based on someone that I know the conversations may not be as simple as others with. I don't want to be in a position that someone can push my buttons and cause me to react in a way or respond in a way that I wouldn't normally respond. And what is it about the person that causes the difficulty in the first place is what God told me in my conversation. So I'm just saying to you all, take the time to think about when the next time you enter a room with that person who may not be the easiest person to talk to, or they may initially come off on you the wrong way, you don't have to always remove yourself from the situation. You can just take a pause and breathe. Let them know that you're going to give them an answer in just a moment, but you just need to take maybe a break. Let them know that you need to pause for a second. Let them know that you're thinking about it. And as you think about it, don't just leave them hanging. Actually come up with a response that will not have you react like you normally would by putting up defense mechanisms. So I just wanted to share my story with you today. I hope that this has helped you in some way, because in all of our businesses, we try to make it so that everything that we do and teach is always about improving your life. That's right. We have 3 businesses that I have actually created. We have Kingdom Builders Credit Repair that can help you with finances, but we also mentor you throughout your financial process and helping you to make better decisions, not just financially, but with your life. We also have Kingdom Builders Community Development Center, and in the Community Center, we are a community of people that are helping others to get jobs, to build resumes, to be able to, get their finances together and teach them, a whole new way of living so that they can get on their feet and accrue wealth. And then we have Kingdom Builders Business University for the elite entrepreneur. We teach them how to improve their businesses through business setup, business credit, funding, and money. We also have business management, business marketing, sales, and media. And in doing that business, we are helping entrepreneurs to do business not just the right way, but in excellence. So these are all tips that we are bringing to you from all 3 businesses. Kingdom Builders is our brand, that is our company. No matter what company that you want to go with, listen, follow us, like, share, subscribe, give us a call, email us, go to our websites. We have www.kingdombuilderscreditrepair.com. We also have kbcdc.org for our nonprofit organization, and you can make donations or schedule us for a speaking engagement. We also have Kingdom Builders Business University, which is the website www.kbbullc.com. But connect with us, like and share, subscribe. Make sure that you are connected in this network, because I'm telling you, we have so many things that we are bringing to you that can improve your life in every kind of way. So looking forward to talking to you soon. Might be sooner than a week later, but we will be back. And thank you for listening. Have a great day.